Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm a makeup enthusiast. In today's video I'm doing an update on my Pen Those Eyeshadows. It has been a minute since I have updated this project. I think it's about a month and a half now. We're like at the end of August and my last update was mid-July. So it's been a while since I've updated this project, but I am due for some new eyeshadows to focus on. So I've decided I really need to update. It's been a crazy time lately. I am exhausted to say the least. I am so tired. I just don't have words for how tired I have been lately. It's been crazy. And the first thing to go whenever times get crazy is YouTube, unfortunately, as much as I enjoy doing it. Unfortunately, when when my full-time job demands more of me, unfortunately, this has to fall by the wayside. So I do apologize for my lack of posting lately, and I also apologize for my lack of live streaming lately. It's just all been happening. It's like everything all at once at the same time at the moment, unfortunately. This is my update on my Pen Those Eyeshadows. I have 2 new pans, as I was just saying. That's because, you know, we're like a month and a half past my last update, so I would have been very disappointed if I didn't have any pans. If you are new around here and you haven't already, I hope you'll consider subscribing down below so you can keep up to date on this project and any of my other project pans that I'm doing this year. And without further ado, let's jump on into the update. So my project pan, I like to focus on 6 pans at a time. 5 of those are normally related from my eyeshadow palette spreadsheet, and then I usually with the last one, I will personally pick out one shadow of my choosing from my entire collection. Let's start off with the ones that are not doing too well at the moment. That's basically these 4. I am also currently kind of in the middle of sickness slash like on the tail end of sickness. So if my voice sounds a bit weird, that's why. So we'll start off with this one. This is my Sugar Pill Mini Color Palette. This is the fun size color palette. My color that I randomly generated was Continue, this one down in the corner. I have unfortunately only used this one twice, so this is what it's looking like. I am wearing this like on my inner corner today. I don't know how I feel about my eyeshadow look, but it is what it is. It meant that I was able to use this shadow. So only two uses so far on this one. This one's going to be a long haul project. I don't know whether I'm going to hit pan on this one by the end of the year. I'm going to really need to pull my finger out if I want to be anywhere close to hitting pan on that one. The next 2 are my Kaleidos palette and my Alma palette. Actually, all 3 of these I am at 3 uses. So the Coloured Rain palette is the one that's been in here the longest. I'm up to 3 uses on this one, and I only used it a further 1 time this month. But we are starting to see a little bit of a dip on it. You can kind of see it there. There's a little bit of a dip going on it, but again, I think I really need to up my usages on this one. I think if I use it a lot more, as you can see, like only 3 uses has created a, you know, noticeable dip. So I think if I continue to up my usages, I would get through it really quickly and be able to hit pan on it really quickly. I just need to actually do it. The next 2, as I just said, these 2 came in last month. So this is my Amy Hearts Beauty Alma palette, and this is the Kaleidos Futurism 2 Cyber Bronze. So my Cyber Bronze palette is the one that I handpicked myself. Alma was rouletted, and from the Alma palette we are working on the color Roman, which is this one here, and you can see a little bit of a dip going on that one as well. I have been using this one actually as a nail polish. I think I've only used it once as an eyeshadow. The other 2 times was for nail polish, and I was topping it over the color that I have in my Team Project pan, and oh my gosh, it looks so glorious. It looks absolutely beautiful with that nail polish color. So I probably will do that a lot more, and I'll probably hit pan on it pretty quickly if I do continue to use it that way. Just, oh, it looked so beautiful. It looked like it really drew out the duochrome color in that color. Oh, it was so good, because the color that I have in my project pan, it's like a blackened tealy blue color, so it really helped enhance that duochrome in the shadow. The other one is from my Kaleidos palette, and I'm working on the color Plasma. This was one that I decided to handpick out myself. This palette did end up getting rouletted from my spreadsheet, but then I decided to actually pick this color because I was working on this color last year in my pan, those eyeshadows, but I didn't quite manage to get to the pan before the end of the year. So I thought I would give it another crack. And so far, I think I'm doing pretty well. There is a good dip going in there. Again, I have been using this one as nail polish. I think I used it once or twice as nail polish, and then as an inner corner the other time. And it actually paired really nicely as an inner corner with the look that I did. I don't remember what was the other shadows that I chose to pair with it, but it ended up looking really nice as an inner corner pop. So hopefully by the next update, I might have pan on that one, fingers crossed. Plasma in the Alma palette came in last month, and Coloured Rain has been in for a fair few months. And I think Sugar Pill palette, I think Coloured Rain's been in for longer than the Sugar Pill palette. Now moving on to my last two shadows, and these are the shadows that I hit pan on this month, and one of them has been in the project since the start of the year. That's my Melt shadow in the color Fixated. I finally managed to hit pan on this one. I am so excited. I'm so proud of myself. So this past month, I used it another 3 times, and I did use it as like kind of a really focused, intense, like outer corner. So that's why I managed to get through it, because I was really trying to like pack it on and build it up and make it like a super intense, like star of the show kind of color. So I did get nice little neat pan in the middle there. Very happy with that. So I hit pan on this one with a total of 14 uses. I think the reason why it's so low is because to get it really intense, you need to build it up quite a lot, because this one can tend to fade a lot, and it can take a lot to get like the intensity you want. You really need to like pack it on there. And last but not least is the shadow that I rolled in last month, and this is the Colourpop Yes Please palette. I'm working on the color GNO, which is this one right here, and I did manage to hit pan on this one with 23 uses. I was using this one like crazy. I was using this basically like every single day for my work makeup, because I just really enjoyed it. And I don't know whether you're going to be able to tell, but I was getting a lot of use out of a lot of this palette. I actually forgot how much of a good palette this is. So if you can see there, that's the little pan on that one, but I was also getting a lot of use out of this one. I would like dab into this one a little bit to deepen up the outer corner. I would run this one through the crease. I was popping this one on the lid. On days that I wanted my makeup to be like on the subtler side, I would reach for the shimmers in this palette. But on days that I kind of wanted to go a little bit more bold, I would reach for my Stila Magnificent Metal. So it was really versatile, and it really helped me reach for and incorporate my Stila into my eyeshadows more regularly. And I got a lot more uses out of my Stila this month because of utilizing this palette a lot more. So I'm very happy that this rolled in. It really reminded me how good this palette was, and I definitely forgot about how much of a good palette this was. And I totally understand, after like reusing this for like a month and a half, almost 2 months now, I totally understand and remember why it was such like a really raved about, hyped palette at the time. 23 uses, that's like, that would have to be nearly every day I did my makeup for work that I was using this palette to get to 23 uses. That's crazy. So 2 shadows that I need to roulette in. So both of those shadows were from my spreadsheet. They were rouletted from that. So let me jump on over to my eyeshadow palette inventory. Currently I haven't had a chance to update my list just yet with the palettes that I got in like my mystery boxes and stuff. So currently I have 146 palettes on the list. Okay, so I've got my Pretty Random up here, and let's see, can you guys even see that? What we get. So the first number is, oh, okay, so I have two there already. So we have 124 and number 77. I have a feeling, and I have decided that I want to make sure that I'm really, I'm kind of like working towards a pan in every palette. So I have decided in this project now that I'm not going to do any palettes that already have a pan in them. So number 124 is actually my Nomad Iceland palette, which I actually haven't really had much of a chance to play with. So I'm very happy that that's in there. And then the next one is 77, which is actually my Enchanted Luster Luxury Chrome Bow palette, which again, I haven't really had a chance to play with all that much since I purchased it. So I will grab both of those out. So I have the two palettes here. Now the Enchanted Luster is a completely shimmer palette, and then this one here is a combination of mattes and shimmers. So I hope when it comes to the Enchanted Luster one, I hope that I get one that I might be able to use fairly regularly. This is what it's looking like. It is looking like a massive mess at the moment. These are all like handmade, hand-pressed shadows, so it is looking a little bit janky. But anyway, there are 15 shadows in here, and let's see what we get. And we end up with number 8. Oh, this is not a shadow that I will be able to use regularly, but it is what it is. So I got the lime green that's like in the smack bang middle of the palette. This is the one that I got. Not the one that I was hoping for, but I guess it might mean that I can reach for my my Sugar Pill palette a little bit more now. So we're gonna roll with that one. In my Nomad palette, there are also 15 shadows. Wait, yes, 15 shadows. So I'm just gonna keep it on that setting, and we will see what we get. We get number 2. Ooh, actually, oh, this might be a little bit too similar to, I think I'm gonna roll again because it's not like the same color as Plasma from my Kaleidos palette, but it is still kind of like a light silvery color. So I think I might roll again just because they're a little bit too similar for my liking. So we'll roll again and see what we get, and we get number 8 again, which, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is smack bang in the middle of the palette again. It is like this bright orange color, which, I mean, that actually might go really well with the green. Actually, I think that's going to go really well with green. I'm trying to think. No, I don't have. Okay. So that's the orange there. So I think I'll definitely go with the orange instead of like the silvery color. I just think it's going to work better, and it doesn't clash as, like, it's not so similar to any of the other colors in my rotation. So those are my new shadows that I'm rolling in. I'm not really getting very lucky at the moment, am I, when it comes to colors that I can wear like regularly and easily, but we have a challenging color story to work with. I will leave on the screen now the color story that we're going into for September. There will be another update in a month's time, and I will let you know. Fingers crossed we can have pan on at least one by the end of September, because I think I am starting to get a little bit behind on my goal. My goal is 24 pans in this project in 2022. So I hope that I'm able to hit that goal. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you are focusing on any of your eyeshadows at home, let me know how you're going down in the comments, what kind of looks you would create with my current color story. If you are new around here and you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed down below so you can get notified when I upload new videos. That's it for this video, beautiful. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. I hope you are staying safe, healthy, and looking after yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, beautiful.